Welcome everyone to It's Vinylly Mine. So glad you could join us today for our vinyl countdown. Yes, we're counting it down like we do here every year. The last 12 days of the year, we do 12 vinyl reviews. I try to make them as fresh reviews as well, unboxing, so I'm experiencing them for the first time you are, but not all of them, but most of them will be. And very excited to bring you our vinyl countdown to 2025. So to kick it off, we're looking at one that I'm looking forward to listening to quite a bit. It was one of my favorite movies from last year, and we are looking at the original motion picture soundtrack to Flow. Yes, this is from Gins Zilbalodis and Richards Zalupe. And yeah, this is put out by Mondo, Mondo 335, and this got released on July 23rd of 2025. So just this past July, I had pre-ordered it and finally came, and now I'm looking at unwrapping it and listening to it. So yeah, Flow won Best Animated Feature. It's a great film where it's told from the story of a cat, and there's no spoken dialogue. So when you have this feature-length animated film, you got to fill that with something, and we've got the soundtrack. And so I'm looking very forward to listening to this gorgeous music that I remember from the movie that I've seen a number of times since it came out. So enough of me babbling about this. Let's drop the needle and get a closer look at Mondo's release of the original motion picture soundtrack to Flow. Now, if you've seen Flow, you recognize the character right away on the front. There's our main character with them adorable, just, adorable eyes. And yeah, we got Batblade here to help us with the plastics. So we will try to be very careful with this because we do not want to damage this gorgeous looking release. So yeah, Flow for me, you know, in general, in the last few years, we have gotten such great animated films, and Flow is definitely one of those here. And the fact that Mondo gave the soundtrack their special release, you know, is very, very cool. So let's get this off of here finally. And there we are. Oh, so gorgeous. So wonderful. That reflective surface on here. We've got the traditional Mondo hype sleeve on the side there, showing Mondo original packaging, motion picture soundtrack, excuse me. And yeah, Flow music. There we are. I always love these little hype, and I try to keep these hype sleeves whenever possible. And this is going to be on 140 gram colored vinyl. There we go, folks. And oh, check out the back. They actually have artwork on the back of it this time. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's a 45 RPM. Make a note of that, folks. I've learned a lot of things doing all these vinyl record reviews. And there you go. This is going to need to be played at 45. And they actually give an explanation here. Don't get that always with some of these record releases that are recorded in 45. So you know, mad props there for Mondo for letting you know, hey, this is actually got to be on 45 speed, even though it may not be, you know, a 45 record. So, but here, look at this. This is our main character here. I love the eyes on here as well. Wow. Okay. So this is done like in very special way. We got to be very careful with this. So there you are with the eyes and the cat. Gorgeous. And oh, look at the back. They've got the eye reflective gold along with our track listing along the left-hand side here. Now, what's interesting with this track listing is they don't actually have which disc is on each of these. It just has the tracks in order. So that's an interesting choice. Very artistic, just like the film was very artistic. So I love that Mondo took this approach with it and embracing the artistic quality of Flow, the movie, and reflecting that in this release. Now in here we have, oh, check that out, folks. That's great. The eyes are on the sleeve. I kind of suspected that was the case with this. Oh, and then the eyes are still there when you take the records out. So that's nice. Sometimes they wouldn't have that in there with the design, but I like that. And oh, that's just adorable. That cat's just adorable. So we'll put this sleeve to the side, keep that protected there. And in here, here we have the record sleeves, and oh, look at that. You can do different expressions. So you can do different expressions. Hold on. We got to do this quick. Check this out. So this is the one that originally when it came out, and then you can do a different expression on your cat. That's wonderful. Oh my God. That's so endearing. That is so endearing. I love that. Oh, you've got 3 different expressions you can do here. Sorry, I might have bumped the camera there. That is cool. And then on the back of this sleeve here, we actually have our credits and more of that reflective surface, that gorgeous reflective surface here. We've got our main character there trying to get some food away from the dogs. We got our credits down here of who was involved in the soundtrack. And yeah, I love this. I love this so much. This is so gorgeous. As gorgeous as the movie. But the fact that, yeah, they just went full on with the expressiveness of the cat and being able to change that is amazing. And then we've got this vinyl. Oh, look at that vinyl. That color pops so much. And here we got our track listings here on side A and side B. So this time we've got our lists on both sides rather than one side listing the tracks and the other side being artwork. But oh, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous color vinyl there. And on the other one as well, same wild pattern. I love the colored vinyl like this especially because it's so random. That gives a uniqueness to each record. And I just love that bit. I love it quite a bit. And yeah, this is a gorgeous physical release. So I am, as always now, folks, going to take a break. And we are going to listen to this soundtrack. And when we come back, we'll tell you a little bit more about it. And I'll tell you how the quality of the pressing is. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, looking for even more content? Then why not head on over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/specialmarkproductions, where we have 3 affordable tiers that will get you access to the conversation before the conversation of the spoiler room, get an exclusive VIP episode each month that you vote for the spoiler room, and you can also get early access to our videos and so much more. So head on over there because the more we can do there, the more we can do here. And we are back after listening to this gorgeous, beautiful soundtrack for Flow, the original motion picture score. It's so comforting. This is so soothing. I loved every track in various ways on this soundtrack because they vary quite a bit. And I thought that was really interesting to hear that, especially when you don't have the context of the visuals. You just have the music playing in your ears, your theater of the mind. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the more chill soundtracks, and I loved it. I loved all the tracks, whether or not you're getting the more somber track for Flood, which is understandable that it's more somber, to the interesting track of Bananas. You know, each one of these tracks really has a bit of a different character to it, but all of it feels like it fits together within the same musical world. And so I appreciated that quite a bit. And I fell in love with this music as much as I did the film. And I love the music in the film, but just by itself, this is one of those soundtracks you could really just listen to by itself. You know, if you're having a rough day at home or at work or even at home, and you just need to chill, yeah, Flow's original motion picture soundtrack on vinyl is the way to go. This pressing sounded great. This 140 gram colored vinyl, it sounded crisp, clear. I could hear all the instruments in there, which it's great to hear the instrumentation play that they do with each one of these tracks. There was one little flaw, one little skip on one side of the discs, but that didn't last long, and it moved through the track still. But there was just a little bit of a skip in there even after cleaning it. So other than that, yeah, This release of the Flow soundtrack is, I think, worth a pickup. What's interesting is I guess they composed like 7 hours of the music, and of the 7 hours they composed, they used this 50 minutes of it, and I wish I could hear 7 hours of this type of music for sure. You know, just put it on in the background and yeah, and relax. And it's as this soundtrack is as beautiful and as unique as the film. So if you haven't seen the film yet, see the film. If you have seen the film, yeah, I highly recommend this to anyone who likes a nice, soothing score that isn't huge, full of dramatics, but is something that you could just listen to and enjoy while chilling with a nice drink or whatnot. So there you have it. If you have this soundtrack release, please let me know what you think of it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you think about this music. Like, subscribe, bells and whistles and all that here. The vinyl countdown continues. We got a lot of more great records coming up before the end of the year, so stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, yeah, Flow, the original motion picture soundtrack from Mondo. It's vinylly mine, and I'll catch you on the flip side.